Good evening, good evening, good evening, everyone. We're gonna let everybody come get a chance to get the notifications and everything. We on YouTube Live and we on Facebook Live at the same time. This is a big congratulations day, so we want to give everybody a minute to come in. So we want to thank you all for tuning in. It's December the 15th. Oh, we called my granddaughter. She didn't answer though. So we're gonna call you back, Nyla. Happy 11th birthday to my granddaughter Nyla, yeah, out there in Georgia. So Alexis, if you're watching, tell Nyla we're gonna call her at the Blue Table Talk. Happy birthday, Nyla. Happy 11th birthday, sweetie.
Happy birthday.
So we're gonna give everybody a couple of more seconds to come in. I want to thank everybody who already logged on. I thought you turned it off. Celeste. I want to share. I'm going to share to the All Families United page. Hi, Eunice. Hi, Celeste. Hi. Share. Thank you all for tuning in. You say I have the 2022 graduate here today with me.
Yeah.
We excited. We done made it to the finish line.
Yes, we did.
You excited, George?
Very,
you made it to the finish line?
Very excited.
You did that.
Yes, I did. Proud to be here.
Larissa. Hey, Larissa. Hey, Auntie Loretta. Hey, Tia.
Hey, everybody.
First, we're going to start off. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for watching Blue Table Talk. My name is Tawana Collins Booth, and I have my very special guest, the graduate, the magna cum laude graduate from the University of Illinois at Chicago, George Booth Jr. Congratulations, George.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
But first, before we get started with George, just like the last time when I did Blue Table Talk, this year has been a rough year and it's continuing on. This year, like I said, been rougher than 2020. So first of all, I want to say my condolences. My cousin Trisha, she passed away. So her services is Saturday. So I want to give condolences to my family on the loss of my cousin Trisha. She's up there in Yolanda Hicks. She's up there in heaven now, and her and my cousin Chubby, they up there together now. So again, to my family, I want to say condolences on the loss of our cousin Trisha Yolanda Hicks. So may she rest in peace. Love you, cuz. And also, I want to give my condolences to my nieces, Dominique and Diamond, on the loss of their mother, LaSharon Williams. She lost her battle with cancer. So I want to send my condolences to you all. I'm always going to be here for you all. I love you all. I'm sorry you all had to deal with this at a young age. So my condolences to my niece, the Williams family. My condolences to my nieces, Diamond and Dominique, and to your entire family. I'm sorry, my condolences on the loss of a beautiful spirit, a beautiful soul, LaSharon Williams. So my condolences. So to my family on the loss of my cousin Trisha, and to my nieces Dominique and Diamond on the loss of your mom. I want to give everybody condolences and everybody out there who lost someone, because it's just like every week, every other day, it's saying someone lost someone. So like I said, 2022 has been a hard year, so I want to offer my condolences to everyone who has lost someone. And these are hard times. It's the holiday season. It's the end of the year, and it just continues with losses going on. So, as I said in my last Blue Table Talk, just everybody just stay prayed up and pray for each other every day. The first thing when you wake up, say a prayer, pray for your family, pray for others, and we just have to keep it moving and take it day by day. So everybody out there, stay strong and keep your head up. So just one day at a time. So, and we're at the end of 2022. So I hopefully 2023 bring us a more better year than how everything is going in 2022. So we're glad to say goodbye to 2022, because it has been loss after loss. So I just wanted to start off by saying that. So on a lighter note, that's before. The last time I was here, we went to the Royal Ball, so we want to thank Chicago Land Autism Connection for the beautiful Royal Ball. We want to congratulate George for that. First of all, George was the king of the ball. He sold over $740 worth of raffle tickets, so that's how he became the king of the Royal Ball of 2022. So he was crowned king. So congratulations, George, and thank you, CAC Chicago Land Autism Connection, for crowning George the King. And also I want to thank you all for always giving George the photography job. So he was also the photographer, so he had to step down from his job for a minute to receive his crown. So but thank you everybody who bought tickets. Unfortunately that no one who bought the raffle tickets in our group won, but I want to thank everybody for purchasing tickets, because you all did make George the King of the Royal Ball. So that happened in November, and the queen was Donice. She sold over $520, I think, worth of tickets. So congratulations to Donice. She was the queen of the ball. So the king and the queen of the ball. Neither one of our people won none of the raffles, but that's okay. They both was crowned king and king. So we want to congratulate both of them for being the royal ball at the Royal Ball. So thank you all. Thank everybody who bought a raffle tickets. So, but what we came here for today, the champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is here. All month long, I have been posting about this is the story of a champion, and we have crossed the finish line. So the champ is here. So we talked about the story of the champion. The diagnosis didn't stop the dream, but the champ is here. We got the graduate, the wait, because I just learned. This is the magna cum laude graduate.
That's right.
George Booth Jr. So we put some respect on his name, because we're going to congratulate him, because George graduated with top honors out of his class. And then I don't know if everybody watched the graduation virtually, but it was a lot of graduates, probably almost 1,000. It was a lot of those graduates. But we want George, if y'all can see all the names, I don't know if y'all can see, but it was plenty of names in this book. And out of all of these names, it's not too many of them with the symbols on their name. But George Booth, you have a signal by your name, because you graduated with honors, the top honors.
Yeah.
And I just found out that is 4 different type of honors when you graduate from college. So the first honor is college honors. The second honor is cum cum laude, and the third honor is magna cum laude, and the fourth honor is summa cum laude. And George graduated the third highest honor from his graduate class of 2022. So that is to be celebrated, congratulated, and everybody is proud of you. You graduated the top of your class and you did it all on your own. Because I didn't go to school with you. I couldn't go to school with you. Me and your dad, nobody, your brother, nobody, we couldn't go to school with you. We didn't help you with your homework. So your classwork, you did that all on your own. So that's something to be congratulated and celebrate. So we're proud of you. So hold your head up high like you do because you graduated with honors.
Yeah.
So I want to talk to George about his college experience. How was it for him going to college those 4 years? The last time he was here, he kind of talked about a little bit about his first couple of years and how everything was when the pandemic came and how he kind of struggled a little bit after the pandemic. So we're gonna go from there from after the pandemic and then when you went back to school. So George, how was it going to a big university like that?
Uh, it was kind of I would say more a little nervous at first because it was like a very like you said, it's a very big campus and it's a lot of buildings and a lot of it was kind of like a little bit nervous because you don't know like where to go exactly. You have to like find out where your classes were and which building your classes are in, and also finding like the food concessions and other stuff. So yeah, I would say it's a little bit nervous, but then over time I had got uh like more comfortable and more like used to like walking around on campus and finding my classes. So but yeah, I would say it got more comfortable and more suited. But
Easier as time went on.
yeah,
Because that's a big school.
yeah, it is.
Remember, I tried to talk you out of going,
Yeah,
but we wouldn't be here if you would have listened to me.
yeah,
So thank God he didn't listen to me because 4 years ago, when before his first day of school, I told a story before. I tried to talk George out of going to college. I told him he could just stay at home with his parents and he didn't have to go to school. So thank God that he didn't listen to me. So because we wouldn't be where we at right now. 4 years later, the champ is here.
yeah.
So I'm glad you didn't listen to me. So George, as far as your classes, um, all of your was professors, that's what they call them, professors, instructors in
Yeah,
college. What
yeah,
do they call them? Professors.
professors
Okay.
and instructors, yeah.
Okay. So far as the professors and instructors, how was they okay? Was they easier to talk to if you needed help or accommodating to you?
Oh yeah, most of them professors that I had were easy to like talk to when I needed some help, or if I don't understand something, I would ask or needed assistance or like any guy that would help me be successful in like whatever work I was working on.
So when you asked for help, they was able to help you.
Yeah, and
Okay.
let me just guide me into like doing the right thing as far as the classwork goes.
Okay. I want to talk about when George first started at the university, with the University of Illinois at Chicago, I want to talk about we they he did just like when he first started high school, he had a aide in the beginning, and the goal was to transition from that aide by his senior year, so he could be on his own. So that was kind of the same thing and same plan when he went to college. So in the beginning, when he first started at the University of Illinois at Chicago. When he first started, we went to the what was the office called?
Uh, the DRC office?
Yeah, we
At,
went
yeah,
we
at
went to the
DRC.
office, and they asked what everything that they could help with to make George, be successful in his classroom. So in the beginning, George, he had a note taker that would take the notes for him in class. He had a tape recorder where he also sat in the front of the class. That was one of the accommodations. Sit in front of the class. He had a note taker that would take the notes for him, and he had a tape recorder where he could record the instructor. And then when he got home, he can listen to it and he can go back so he can have the notes and go over it and make sure that he didn't miss any things. So just like because it's not like an IEP when you in college. So those was the accommodations that he went into the office and asked for in his beginning year. So George did do that for his first 2 years, just like when he was in high school, he had a aide that was doing this kind of same thing for him in high school, and then it eased out. And by his senior year in high school, he was on his own. So that was kind of the same thing. In his first 2 years, he had the same thing. He had the note taker, the tape recorder, and sitting in front of the class. And as he said, asked for help when needed, and they was helping him. So those was the things that helped him get by as he was getting used to being at college and being on his own. And then the pandemic came, and then when the pandemic came, he already told y'all how it was for him. And so after the pandemic, when school started back, it was no, he did it all on his own. He did no more accommodations. He just did it on his own. So George, I'll let you tell everybody how how was that doing the schoolwork and everything on your own without the note taker, without no accommodations. You just went out there and did it.
Yeah, so everything like you said kind of began easing out like the last 2 years. Just getting comfortable with just figuring out like which or getting comfortable with the work I was doing as far as like completing the classwork, and then just asking for professor if I needed help, if I don't know uh if I don't understand the questions that they're asking, or like just getting the guidance of like which the projects or the writing assignments I need help with. So I would say it kind of got easier over time.
So the
Yeah.
years made it easier because you was kind of like getting used to everything and used to
Hmm.
everybody.
Yeah.
Okay. So because that's a big school again, and I was worried about you at that school, but
Yeah.
you made it through. And like I said again, I we didn't go to school with George. So George did everything on his own. He had to be in the classroom on his own. We wasn't there. So George had to do all of this on his own. He turned in his projects. All if he had to drop it off, even while he was in the pandemic, if he had to drop off a project or anything, we would just take him to drop off the project. We didn't assist George at all during college, and I never went to college, so I didn't assist George. George did this on his own, so that's why this is really a big honor for me to see George graduate with honors because I'm like, wow, I didn't even know what the word meant. So you could tell that I haven't went to college because I didn't even know what the word magna cum laude mean. So um as I said before, I stand with George, I'm standing behind him. But if George don't do the work, George, we can't get it won't be no results. I don't do none of this. I just be his biggest cheerleader and I push him and I motivate him. But George is the one who actually is doing the work and doing it on his own. So
Mhm.
again, we everybody's so proud of you. Everybody so happy for you because you crossed that finish line
Yeah.
as a college graduate. And I know I know it's so how I feel not waking up to go to school anymore right now.
I feel great.
You
Yeah.
glad you glad you got a little break?
Yeah, I'm glad. Just enjoying my break. Yeah, just relaxing.
You just relaxing. Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
after all that hard work that I've been doing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I found out because this was strange. It was like toward the end, George still had projects and papers to do. So it's just like, okay, so if he didn't turn in them projects, this was like a couple days before the graduation. And he was like, Mom, I'm working on my final paper. I'm working on so I'm like, okay, so if you don't finish the final paper, it's like 3 days. You don't graduate?
I mean, I don't know if it would let you graduate, but you know, like right after classes had ended, I still have time to like submit work on like certain days, depending on the class I take. But
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really sure if it would let you graduate if you don't turn in the work on time.
Yeah,
But
because that was like I was like, why we still why you still got to do some work? Like we done. You walked out that door for the last time. We done with school. George like, no, we not done with school. We got more papers to turn in. I got projects to turn in. So that whole last week after his last day of school, he was still doing his final papers, turning in projects and everything, all the way up to probably probably 2 days before graduation. So I was just wondering, like, okay, so if you don't finish the projects, but you don't graduate, so like again, I didn't go to college. So all of this I'm learning from George.
yeah,
So I just know you still was doing all of your projects. So good. So
yeah, making sure I can turn it in on time.
okay, so
Uh,
George, so we talked about you glad that you don't have to get up. So
mm,
you just resting now.
yeah.
Okay. So but George, tell us how was you feeling? How was you feeling that day during the graduation? Because it was so many of y'all, like almost 1,000 of y'all. It was more than 500. It was a lot of y'all.
Yeah.
How was you feeling that day? Describe that day to us.
I mean, yeah, it was a lot of people that I would have to find like my section where I was supposed to say that. As far as like my bachelor degrees and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was feeling a little bit confused at first, but then I kind of like know where to where I'm supposed to say that. So then I just sat down and then just waited until the graduation started. Then after all the speakers were done.
Them speakers was speaking too long. How was
Yeah,
you
taking
feeling?
too long.
How was you feeling when they was doing all them long speeches?
I was getting a little. I don't know if anxious was the right word. I'm just ready to, walk across the stage and get up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think everybody was because I think the rest of the college graduates, I think they had started like making
Look,
some noise.
yeah,
And then he was like, okay, okay, I'm gonna give you 3 more minutes because he was like going on and on and on.
yeah, I was getting a little bit
Everybody was
antsy.
getting mad, like, come on now, we came here to graduate. We ain't came here to hear your long speech. So
Yeah. After all that speeches, then, that's when people start getting up and then, you know, walking across the stage.
and then when they called your group up,
Mhm.
how was you feeling when you was walking before you walked to the stage when you just got up to walk?
I was feeling like, oh, we about to do this? We about to walk
Mm.
across the stage. I was feeling excited, a little bit nervous.
And then you was about to
Yeah,
have your moment.
yeah,
And then you walked up, and then next thing you know, they called your name.
yeah. George Maurice Booth.
Hmm.
And
And
then I
then
was, yeah, you good.
no, you can finish. And then what?
Oh no, yeah. After they called my name, I, just started walking and just waving to the crowd, and then shook the people's hands on the stage.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then guess what?
What?
I heard you. I
Everybody
heard you
was
yell
saying
my name.
that. You heard me yell the name.
Yeah,
What I say?
yeah, George.
Everybody was texting like we heard you. I knew I was loud, but I didn't know I was that loud. So but I'm glad you heard me though, because I wanted you to know that
Yeah.
we was watching every moment. We was watching from the time you got up at your chair till
Hmm.
you walked up there when you were standing in line to go up to the stage. Your family, we was there, we was watching, and
Hmm.
we couldn't wait till they called your name. So when they called your name, that was a very special moment for us. So I just roared out your name like I always do. So
Yeah.
that was just my special moment, um, to let you know that I was right there watching every second of the moment. I was waiting. We was waiting on that moment, and when
Hmm.
you walked across that stage, we had our moment.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
we was all so proud of you, everybody. So I'm glad you heard me. Everybody was saying they heard me. They was texting like, "We heard you. We heard you." So, but then after you got your diploma, then that was if y'all didn't have to go back to y'all seat. So they told y'all to just come to y'all family.
I guess. I mean, right after we sat back down for like a few moments, and then people starting getting up, and then just walk on up the stairs, and then into I guess the main hallways and concourse.
And go with
And
their family.
yeah,
Yeah, cause I was like, Dad, they just let the graduates. They just after they called their name, instead of going to sit down and wait for the whole graduation, they was allowed to just come be with their family and take their pictures and everything. So I guess because it was so many of them, I guess they didn't want them to just kind of like sit there for hours and hours.
mm,
So because there was a lot of them, so I guess that was a good thing because your name was kind of called early in the
yeah,
graduation, so that was a good thing. We didn't have to sit around, so
yeah.
I
That
guess
was good.
so I guess that was a good thing for us. So, but
Hmm.
yeah, that was a very proud moment. Um, I was just feeling like wow, we made it to the finish line. We crossed the finish line. All of our hard work. Is right here to this day. And I just want to let the parents know that when George was 3 years old and 4, I wouldn't have thought that I would have seen today. I wouldn't have seen the day that he graduated from college. So I want to let um, everybody out there with a child who just got diagnosed with special needs, or a child that a family that's going through, and you at the beginning of your journey with your child or with your children. I just want to let you know that you're not alone. I just want to let you know that better days are coming, because when George was 3 and when he got diagnosed at the age of the 4, you couldn't told me that George was going to be where he at today, being a college graduate. So I just want to let you all know, the families out there know that you're in the beginning of your journey, that please, I wrote a book, the diagnosis don't stop the dream. Whatever you want your child to be in life, they can be anything they want to be. All they have to do is just believe, make their dreams come true, do the work, stay dedicated, and anything is possible. And dreams do come true. So that's why the diagnosis didn't stop the dream. Just in case if you're out there, if y'all didn't get our book yet, you can go to tawanabooth.com and get the diagnosis, then stop the dream. This book is about our journey. Me and George wrote this book together. I tell my story, and then he tell his story. This book is about our journey, and it didn't end with George getting ready to graduate. So now we here at the finish line with George graduating. So this is the end of the story of this book. But this is not the only book. We got more books coming. So we're not a one-time author, so we will be releasing other books. So be on the lookout for that. We'll be having announcements coming soon in 2023 about our new books that's coming. So, but if you haven't got a chance to get your book, The Diagnosis Didn't Stop the Dream, tell our story. And I want to thank everybody out there um, who bought the book, and so much good feedback. I want to thank everybody for reading the book. I want to thank everybody for their feedback. I really appreciate it, because not only did you buy the book, you read the book and you let it be known about that you gave your feedback, great feedback. So I want to thank everybody for that. I really appreciate that. We really appreciate that. And be on the lookout for 2023 for our next book that's coming out. It won't be together; it'll be separate. So be on the lookout for that. So George, I'm gonna let George. So everybody want to know, George. Everybody been asking me. They say George done graduated now. George done graduated. So what's next? What's next? So what's next for you, George?
Uh, like now I graduated. Now I'm gonna focus on my photography. Just ph- photography career. Just getting ready to like do photography jobs. And oh, the thing is, I got a event, an autism event that I got
Yeah,
hired for.
Flatism. She's Stephanie Butts. She's on live right now. Stephanie Butts. She have great events. She flatism.com, and she invited George to be the photographer for her tour Christmas event that she have coming up this weekend, Sunday. So you all can go to flatism.com right now. That's Stephanie Butts. So we want to thank you, Stephanie, for giving my son the opportunity again. And all the other organizations out there, or anybody you need a photographer. Hey, George done finished college now. George is for hire. So y'all get George number. George gonna get his he gonna start his own page and everything. So then in 2023, y'all be on the lookout for that. George will have his own page and everything, so everybody be able to contact him. So but right now, anybody want to contact George or need George for some services or anything. But also, George, I'm gonna allow you to do this before we get ready and go, because we want to congratulate the Magnum Cum Laude graduate. So, George, I'm gonna let George give his cash app again. I already put it on social media, but I want George to give his cash app himself. Also, George have Zelle. George take all payments. So, if you would like to give George a congratulations, George, you can let the people know how they can congratulate you.
Oh yeah, yeah. You guys can congratulate me. Anyway, so pay me.
What's your cash app?
Yeah, my cash app is George M. Booth, all in one. And
And
yeah,
Zell is his phone number. So
yeah, Zell my
if you contact me, I could give you George phone number, and then you could Zell George person. We want to thank everybody for everyone who already sent George his congratulations graduate money. We want to thank everybody for Zell and George, for Cash App and George. We want to thank everybody. We appreciate all the love, everybody who prayed for us, everybody we just thank everybody. We couldn't have did it without you all. Right there where you see George, this is not nothing that you do alone. I want to thank every teacher that ever taught George. I want to thank Jesse Owens Park. I want to thank all the A's, everybody is acknowledged in my book. So everybody who acknowledged in my book already acknowledged you already. But I want to tell you right here on Blue Table Talk, we want to thank everybody who had a part of this journey. Right here, what you see with George, we didn't do this alone. This was a teamwork. George did the work though, but it was a team of us that was around him. George is you have everybody, he's full of everybody who love him. So we want to thank everybody. We want to give a special thank you to Dr. Brady again. We want to thank you for always being right there for us. Thank you for allowing us the space to do Blue Table Talk. Thank you for always pushing us, always want the best for us. And you still didn't get on Blue Table Talk in 2022. So 2023, you got to come to Blue Table Talk. Everybody want to see you. So, but he have he have a student at this time when we do Blue Table Talk. So that's why he wasn't able to come to the Blue Table Talk. So maybe we'll switch the days or the time or something like that. Because I do want you all to hear from Dr. Brady again, because Dr. Brady, he got that knowledge that no other doctor have. He just walking knowledge. So we need Dr. Brady back at the Blue Table Talk. So as George said, for the future, and also um in 2023, what we got coming up, we also have a speaking engagement on January the 6th. We'll be speaking. I've done our first speaking engagement. We'll be speaking to the parents at Strive ABA Consultants. You can look them up. They offer all service for special needs kids, any service you need, speech therapy. They have parent training. If you get a chance, just look them up. They have every service. Like when George was young, I used to go here. I used to have to go north. I used to have to go to Dr. Brady over here. Then for occupational therapy, I went over there. I never had any parent training, so that's something new. So that's awesome that they give that. But when you look them up, you can see all the wonderful services that they offer at Strive ABA Consultants. So I want to thank them for reaching out to us and want me and George to come and speak to our parents. So we'll be starting that up in January of 2023. So again, like I said, the future is so bright for you, George.
yeah,
So
it is.
nothing is stopping you. As again I always said, and I tell you and my son, and I tell everybody out there, greatness is in you. Everything about you will be great. Nothing can stop you. Anything you want to do in life, you can do it. So all you have to do is put your mind to it, do the work, and it's done.
Yeah.
So right here on this Blue Table Talk, and this is the last Blue Table Talk of 2022. So I want everybody, like I said, this has been a rough year. It's been a lot of losses, but everybody, I want you to try your best to have a happy holidays. I know everybody took a lot of losses and it's not going to be so happy, but this still is the holiday season. So Merry Christmas, and you'll see us in 2023. So this will be our last Blue Table Talk of the year. So before I go, I want to again want to congratulate the Magna Cum Laude graduate of 2022, University of Illinois graduate, my son, George Booth Jr. Congratulations, George. I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, thank you.
All of our hard work is done. So I want to thank you, everybody, for watching Blue Table Talk. And we'll see you all in 2023. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Enjoy the rest of your year as you can. And we love you. So see you all in 2023. Look out for GB photos coming to a studio near you. Thank everybody for shopping on Amazon Prime. Thank you all. If you haven't signed up, you still can sign up there. All Families United. We want to thank everybody. So if you haven't signed up for Amazon Smile, go do that now. Because everybody's still doing their Christmas shopping. So AmazonSmile.com and pick All Families United as your organization. So we want to thank everybody who already signed up. We want to thank you all so much. We appreciate you. And again, if you haven't got the book for your stocking stuffer, The Diagnosis That Stop the Dream, you can go get that now at TawandaBooth.com. Also, I didn't bring it here, but I also have journals that I sell on Amazon, but we'll talk more about that in 2023. So thank you all for watching, and we love you all. Look forward to 2023. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Love you guys.
I love you guys. Thank you.
Woo!
Thank you for watching.
The champ is here.
Yeah.
The champ is here. The champ is here.